In this question, we have to find the equivalent resistance. The resistance of each branch is R, and the two terminals that we are given here are A and B. This is not the terminal. This we did in the previous question. Let us say that we have to find the equivalent resistance between branches, between points A and B. So we are going to connect this with a battery of 100 volt. So the potential here is 0 and here it is 100. Now the current that is coming out of the battery, this I current, will be divided into these three branches. And as we can see clearly that it will not be equally divided. In this branch there is only one R, while in these two branches the number of R is different. But in these two branches, if the current goes, it will experience this, it will encounter the same number of resistance. So that means that in these two branches the current will be same and it will be different in this branch. So let us say that this branch has current I1 and these two branches will have current I2. Now I1, this can be directly calculated by Ohm's law. So it is 100 minus 0, so this will be equal to 100 by R. So I'll write it separately later on, but you can understand that this current, the value of I1 will be equal to 100 by R. Now other two branches are identical with respect to B, so let us say the current in these two branches is I2. Now the potential difference, the potential at C and F, at the points C and F should be equal. So if we say that C has X potential, then F should also have X potential. Now why do I say that? Because the potential difference between these two terminals is X minus 0 and the resistance is R. So that means, and the current coming from here is I2 and the current coming from here is also equal to I2. So if current is same and resistance are same, both should have the equal potential difference. So that if this is X, then this should also have the potential of X. Now if this branch has the potential of X, then this branch should also have potential of X because of the symmetry. So that means this point should have potential 100 minus X, so that the potential between these 2 points is equal to 100 minus of 100 minus X. And by the same logic, this point should also have the potential 100 minus X. Now this point has separate potential. It is not related with any of these points. So let us say that this point has the potential Y. So if this point has potential Y, then this point should also have 100 minus Y potential, so that the potential between terminals G and B and between H and A are same because of the symmetry. You can see it by diagram. These points are symmetrical, so they should have equal potential difference. So if it is Y here, then it should be 100 minus Y here. Now we have two variables X and Y, so obviously that means that we have to apply Kirchhoff current law. We need to find two equations. So let us say that first we apply Kirchhoff current law on point C, on this point. Then in this point we have three branches. So for this branch, the value will be equal to X minus 0 upon R, plus for this branch it will be equal to X minus of 100 minus X upon R, and for this branch it will be equal to X minus Y upon R, and this should be equal to 0. So if we solve this, we'll get an equation 4x minus y equal to 100. Let us say that this is our first equation. Now again, if we apply KCL on G, because we have to find y also, so we are applying KCL on G, and if we apply this, then for this branch it will be, the value will be equal to this. For this branch it will be equal to y minus x upon r, and for this branch also it will be equal to y minus x upon r, and this should be equal to 0. Now if we solve this, we'll get an equation 4y minus 2x equal to 100. Let us say this is our second equation. Now we have two equations 1 and 2, and we need to find out the values of x and y. So if we multiply this by 4 and add in second equation, so solving equation 1 and 2, we are multiplying this by 4, so it will be equal to 16x minus 4y equal to 400. And if we add this, then the y will get cancelled because we do not need y, we need x. So we are eliminating y. So the equation that we will get will be 14x equal to 500, or x equals to 500 by 14. So this will be equal to 250 by 7 volts. Now R equivalent is equal to V by I, or 100 by I. As we can see, the value of I is equal to I1 plus 2I2. So I'll write it here, I1 plus 2I2. And I'll substitute the values of I1 and I2 directly. So I1 we already did, that it is equal to 100 by R, because the potential difference is here is 100. So it is 100 by R plus I2 will be equal to, we can take I2 from here, so it will be I2 will be equal to x minus 0 by R, and x is 250 by 7, so 250 by 7 minus 0 by R, or 250 by 7R. This you can do yourself also, and this is multiplied by 2. So this is what we have here. Now if we solve this, then we can find the value of R equivalent, which will come out to be 700R upon 1200. And if you further simplify, the answer will be 7R by 12. So this will be the equivalent resistance of this circuit.